Hey, 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 what's up, everyone? It's Kaz, and I'm here with Rebuild 3, The Gangs of Deadville. And I'm a big fan of the Rebuild franchise, so I thought I'd give this one a try. And I'm really enjoying it. I played it for a couple days, and I gotta say, if you like this type of game or you like the Rebuild franchise, this is a keeper. It's one to get, and it's a lot of fun. They've made it quite a few refinements, and I'm very pleased with the way that the game plays. Of course, like anything else, it has some minor bugs, but nothing game breaking, and definitely worth going out and spending the, I think it was $12 or $8 on Steam. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a quick play so that we can show you the game and see how things go and see how far we can get. All right, so here we go. Rebuild 3. Okay, so we are going to call our guy, what else but Luke has BXNY. And there we go. Let's see. Gonna get some clothes on him. He's gonna be a doctor. There we go. That's his look. I'm not gonna spend too much time, but that's his look. So let's continue. Here we go. The city name is the Bronx. Okay? City size is small. We'll keep it small. We'll keep one faction. Uh, Difficulty is easy just because we're starting off. So here we go. Let's give it a roll, and away we go. Not going to lie to you, Luke has BXNY. This town's seen better days. It's overrun by the undead. No power, no running water, no food except what we scavenge or grow ourselves. This is coming from Diane Moon, who I would expect is one of my survivors in my camp. So you drag the map to look around and scroll or pinch to zoom. I guess this is also a mobile game. So we're safe in our 5 reclaimed buildings, but the darker ones outside are teeming with Zed. Click a building for more info. Okay. Okay, so we need to reclaim more buildings, and the mouse wheel zooms in and out so that we can get a better idea of our home camp. And what I have here is this guy is green, so he is a builder, a level 1 builder. So I have a builder. Uncle Jumbo is my builder. So every survivor learns one skill. Leaders by leading, builders by building, and so on. They can change by training at a school. You're special, Luke has. You can improve all 5 skills. Nice. So my guy is a super survivor. Okay, so we'll say okay. And we're done. And we have here this person who is Sergeant Hayabusa. And they have quite a look to them, but they are a soldier. So you can see that they're a soldier, and they're guarding the fort right now. This is me. I am the main protagonist. I'm a level 4 engineer and a level 1 leader. So this is good. This means that I can research things at a workshop, and I can recruit people a little bit easier. If you think of State of Decay, I would have leadership trait and chemistry trait, I guess. Okay, and who's left is this guy who is a scavenger, Samson. He's not a good-looking guy, but you know he's a scavenger. So that's who we have. Now everybody's guarding the fort right now, which you can see by this icon. They are all guarding the fort. So what we need to do is we need to go and expand our territory. So this is the nature of the game. We go and expand our territory. So right now I'm going to, and this is something pretty cool. You can stack your players. So you click a stack of survivors to spread them apart so that you can select individuals. Survivors assigned to missions together may become friends or enemies. So if I click them, you see they become apart. Click away, they go back. So right now I have a soldier and myself. So we can go ahead and kind of take a look around and see things that we can go ahead and take back. So right now what I want to do is I want to take back this apartment building. Okay, so you drag survivors onto buildings to assign them to missions. Stack extra survivors on to finish missions faster and with less danger. So, if I start this mission, which will be a guard duty mission. Oh, this is I already own this. So the best thing I could do is guard, or I can build a new building in place of this apartment building, or I could just take some time off because it's an apartment building and I have a place to relax. And if you take time off, you de-stress and increase happiness, right? So we'll say, okay, here. What we want to do is we want to take this school. So I want to take this school. As you'll see, it's already been scouted. There's too many zombies to reclaim it. This is the reclaim icon. We can scavenge it, or we can kill the 3 zombies that live in there. So I'm going to choose to kill the 3 zombies. Okay, so clearing out stray zombies stops them from becoming massed hordes. But until you reclaim the building, new zombies will just keep shambling back into it. So we'll say okay, and we will start the game. So here we go. We click on go, and that starts the game going. You can play it in real time by just letting the clock go. You'll see the clock here is moving. Or you can play it turn-based by pausing the game, doing what you need to do, then turning the game back on. I like to make the game go fast, so you can adjust the game speed via the clock icon at the bottom right. If you switch it to pause, you can play in turn-based mode instead. Okay, so we're going to claim this, and you'll see the icon or whatever this circle is goes around, and when it's finished, we are good to go. So, all right, buildings outside the fort might contain food, supplies, and survivors, but there are also zombies lurking out there, so watch out. Drag a survivor onto a building to send them on a mission. Okay, so we got that. All right, so what I want to do now is I want to scavenge this schoolhouse. So I'll go and I'll click on the scavenge icon. As you can see, we have reclaim, and we can reclaim it because we killed all the zombies. Or we can scavenge. I'm going to scavenge because first I want to get all the resources out of this area. So let's go ahead and scavenge. You'll have the best chance of finding food in houses or grocery stores. Places like malls may have valuable equipment. Scavengers find more stuff faster. So we use a scavenger, which is represented by the yellow icon. So we'll say okay. And he begins to scavenge. You'll see that his thing here starts to grow and grow. So as he scavenges, you'll see that he picks up stuff. He found a pickaxe, which is a weapon. And he's scavenging slow right now because he's all alone and he's level 1. So we also found ammunition, which is great. So things are humming along. Okay, so here's some of the scary parts of it. So here you'll see this zombie horde coming in the triangle. And it says, when Zed gather beside our walls, they turn into a dangerous masked horde. It will attack soon, so better post someone on guard duty beside it. Soldiers make the best defenders. And I'll say, okay. So what I will do here is I will put my guys here and ask them to defend. No, put them here. You know what? I'm not sure where this guy's going, so I'm going to put one here and one here. So that wherever he attacks, I will have somebody on duty. Click any of the icons along the left of the screen to open the info menu. It'll let you keep tabs on survivors, resources, other factions, and government management. Okay, we'll click OK. I'll drink some more coffee. Got a frog in my throat, excuse me. As you see, we found materials, we found food, found ammunition, so our scavenging run was really well done. Okay, so we had our first zombie attack. It was a 5% danger. I had one soldier there. And the one good thing about the Zed is that they're predictable. They attacked our office today, and we just let them through piano wire strung at neck height and let them do the rest. All we had to do is pick off a few stragglers. So we were prepared for them. Good stuff. There's our dead zombies. Okay, so that's basically what we do. We want to repel attacks and at the same time expand our territory. So now we have a builder here. Okay, let's read this. So somebody's defending this building. Someone's defending this building, but there are no mass zombies nearby to defend from. Drag the survivor to another building and assign them to something useful, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take our builder, and I'm going to reclaim the schoolhouse. So let's say okay. So we're going to go. You'll see the icon. Oh, well, in the meantime, zombies took it back. So what we'll do is we'll go here, and we'll kill the one zombie. It shouldn't take us long at all. You'll see how fast the progress bar goes around. Uh-oh. All right, once he's finished, he'll go back, and then we'll click the reclaim, and it costs 2 materials, which we have 24, so we're good to go. Let's go ahead and ask him to reclaim the building. If a building is beside our fort and zombie free, it's safe to reclaim and extend our fort walls around it. Builders will get the job done faster. So the green guys are builders. They will build much faster. Okay, so I don't know how fast is fast, but there goes the progress bar. All right, see that smiley face on the left? That's the average happiness of our survivors. If it's low, people might refuse to work, or worse. Churches, bars, and time-off missions make people happier. So here's our happiness meter. Okay, and you'll see we got 4 of 6 survivors. That means that we can house a maximum of 6 survivors. And it looks like it's actually going down. So our happiness is going down. Okay, so here we're going. We're humming along. You'll see the progress bar is going up, and we have a survivor who arrives. We found a man not far from our gates where he'd been hiding out from the zombies for days. We suggested our fort might be a bit safer than the garbage bin he was crouched inside when we found him. He seemed a little skeptical. Let's offer him some food and ask him to stay. Thomas Stark's one of the teams now. He says he's a decent scavenger, but will do any job that we need him for. He seemed pretty desperate to be inside sturdy walls for the first time in months. So we got a new survivor. He is a scavenger. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go out and scavenge. I'm going to send my other guy out as well. No, that's not good. Let's go here and scavenge. And hopefully we can get some good stuff. So other factions have their own forts here in the Bronx, and they aren't necessarily friendly. If they like us, they'll send trading convoys. If not, watch out for raiders. So today, Gustav showed up. A trader named Gustav stopped by the fort today. Between his accent and his short stature, I almost expected him to start ranting about trying to capture the moose and the squirrel. But it looks like he's more interested in making a profit than going after local wildlife. He's pitched his camp at the graveyard just by our fort. If we're interested in seeing what deals he has, we should send someone over there to trade. So Gustav is our roving trader. Okay, he's got 60 respect and 40 strength. These are important later on, but right now he's our roving trader. So he's going to stop by very often to ask us to trade and do some stuff, bring prostitutes, and you'll see. All right, so Gustav. There he is. He just floats around, so you'll see him floating around. Okay, so another zombie attack. Thankfully, we were... Uh-oh. Well, this one's bad because we can't hold him off. It's an 8% danger, and we can't hold him off for long. We need a plan. We could set off some of our fuel reserves. Nobody likes running through fire, humid, nor Zed. Or we could try distracting the Zed with some of our food stores. Meat is meat, after all. What I'm going to do is distract with food. Food is fairly plentiful, I think. So we'll go with distract with food. We threw a case of beef jerky over the wall at those ravenous Zed. I'm sure they'd rather have Nord on our skulls, but we're curious enough to investigate. It was enough of a distraction to let us take them out. So we were able to survive the zombie attack by throwing food. And you'll see that's the dynamic. So that's how things go. It's a whole lot of that, but there's also other things that happen, like government structure and some new things that they threw in, which makes the game much different, especially the factions. So there's other people on the map, and we have to make friends or make enemies or whatever the case may be. So here's another attack. I'm blocking it off fairly well. So we need some more soldiers. but it is what it is at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double up. I'm going to double up just to make sure that they don't get through. When they're yellow, it means that they have a chance to break through or whatever. If it's green, then we pretty much can handle them. This might be a problem. Let's see. Yep. They're in a frenzy at the wall by our suburb. There's a lot of junk around here. We could use our spare building materials to set up a quick barricade. Or Luke has got clipped in the first wave. We could patch him up with some meds to make sure nobody dies this time. So we have a 12% danger. It's just me guarding. And I'm pretty sure we should heal. We should heal and see if we can kill the zombies. Okay, those bandages stop the bleeding in time, so at least Lucas is still alive. Sure, he might wish he was dead right now, but that's not his call to make. So I got injured. All right? There's our fight, and I got injured. So now I am injured and incapacitated. So that's going to take a while before I heal. So I'm out of the picture for a little bit. So, Gustav's love caravan. I'm guessing many of the women Gustav rounded up for his love caravan would have chosen a different occupation if the world had more opportunities and fewer ravenous undead. But Gustav reassures us that no one's there against her will, and that his girls like to make man feel strong. Should we hire them to raise the men's morale? Yeah, let's hire the girls for 10 food. Everybody wanted to pick Dasha, a stunning blonde who looked like she just stepped out of a swimsuit catalog. It nearly came to blows before I had them draw straws and Sergeant Hayabusa won first go. He came out an hour later looking oddly disappointed and shook his head to the next guy in line for Dasha. No man, pick someone else, is all he would say. Okay, let's talk to the girls afterwards. Most of the girls just giggled or glanced at the bodyguards and shook their heads, all except Kathleen, a young woman with a wry sense of humor and a rough, short haircut that I suspect she did herself. She told me that Gustav could be a brute sometimes, but at least there were regular meals and the bodyguards were there to keep her safe. Except that, from the way they watched her sometimes, she wondered if they were actually there to keep her from running away. So Kathleen might be someone that we might be able to save from Gustav's love caravan. We'll see as the story progresses. Okay, so here we are with our little hometown. It's getting a little bit better. We're actually grabbing more and more available housing. Okay, so here we go. Now we have to use our scavengers as fighters, which is a pain, but it is what it is, right? That's what we have to do. We keep getting attacked, and this is a yellow attack, so that means that we just simply don't have enough soldiers. We need more soldiers. We need to recruit more people. So my recruiter, cool. Let's go and put this guy here. Actually, let's do this. Let's put him here. Let's put him here. So now we got a soldier and a backup person, and even so, the attack is still yellow. So we're gonna have a problem. We're not sufficiently staffed to repel the attacks, and that could be a problem. That could definitely be a problem. So we'll see how this plays out, and we'll probably end the episode here. So, okay, so now there's policies we have to make. Okay, so policies have permanent effects for the fort after you choose them. They can be changed later from the government tab of the info menu. So we have to actually do policies and government things to keep our people happy. Okay, so policy, scavenging risk. We've all been there. You've ransacked a deserted house and already found more than you can carry. You're about to leave when you hear something bumping around in the garage. There could be anything in there. Bicycles, chainsaws, maybe even a rifle. But is it worth the chance? How much risk should our scavengers take? I'm going to scavenge everything, just the highest risk ever. So, okay, we're going to have to kill every one of these zombies eventually, so there's no point in having our scavengers shy away from them. They'll take everything they can find, even if they have to take it off of a corpse. We can change this policy later. So the effect is find more stuff, but take longer doing it. Cool. All right, so we're going to stop the game here and continue in the next episode. So I hope you're enjoying Rebuild 3. It's a really great game. It's not a shoot 'em up or anything like that. It's a more cerebral game. I like to call these a more cerebral game. So you have to, think about what you're doing and do some management. It's not all shoot 'em ups and, running at 100 miles an hour. So I really enjoy it, and I hope you do too. So thanks for watching. I hope everyone likes and subscribes to my channel. Also, check out my State of Decay affiliates and my State of Decay playthrough, which is what made my channel famous. Well, that's it for me. This is Kaz signing off. Take care. Peace.